I love like Fortnite, and I really enjoy when Fortnite does their like collabs, and seeing Peacemaker in Fortnite kind of cool. And I like how they put the intro dance in there. It's cute, it's funny. I thoroughly enjoy that. And
Oh boy, Nazis.
Peacemaker was one of my favorite TV shows in the past couple years. Season 1 was pretty okay. I mean, it was a little messy, but James Gunn made the jump to TV pretty seamlessly. When season 2 first dropped, I was in awe. I thought, man, this is pretty good. Our boy James Gunn has finally nailed TV shows. And in doing so, he has made a perfect season of TV. But you see, when you say that when the show starts, and then when you keep watching a show, sometimes it doesn't stay very good. And that's what season 2 happened. Wait, no. And that's what happened with season 2 of Peacemaker. Because when Peacemaker ends, I was actually really mad.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
I think it's kind of stupid to get mad at TV shows when they do something you don't like. You know, the show's not made specifically for me. I'm not asking James Gunn to make the Spencer show. That's my job. I make the Spencer show. When the show ended, I tried to sleep off all those negative thoughts, and maybe tomorrow I would change my thoughts. Well, tomorrow came, and I still hated that ending. I looked online, I kind of saw that a lot of people were agreeing with me, and that's why I wanted to make this review. So let's get into the good, the bad, the ugly of season 2 of Peacemaker. The good. Peacemaker is actually a really great character, and I think his story continuing in this season actually works. He goes through a lot of trauma, obviously, and in the end, he finally realizes that true family was in front of him the whole time. Blah, blah, blah. We all get it. We've seen this before, but it really works with this character because we look at what he started with in the Suicide Squad. This guy fucking sucked. He was horrible. He was a shitty dude. And then if you see him now, he's a completely changed person. Almost as if characters are supposed to change over time. Huh. And also going to the other dimension, it was pretty cool. It added some really emotional moments. John Cena is, man, this guy just really likes playing Peacemaker, and it shows. Call me crazy, but I love a guy who just enjoys playing the character and doesn't hate his life. This is refreshing. This is good. Do you guys also know that John Cena has the world record for most child wishes granted for like Make-A-Wish? This guy's a fucking goat. But also imagine having a terminal illness, seeing John Cena walk through those doors and knowing, fuck, it's done for me. I'm done, aren't I? I also think this show has the best supporting cast in television, potentially, right now. I love Vigilante. He's one of my favorite characters. Although he doesn't really get a lot of screen time, he just kind of like makes a lot of jokes, but he has really sentimental and emotional moments. I thought it developed his character in an interesting direction, but I think they could have done more there. That's all I'm saying. He is my favorite character still, though. Although she doesn't get a lot of screen time, I like Adebayo. I thought Amelia Harcourt, like, she's okay. I mean, I like how they dove a little bit deeper into her character. Economos is funny, I guess. I don't know, they just kind of all work together really well. And some of the new characters, like whoever the fuck this is, I don't remember. Tim Meadows is really funny. That's all I remember. Tim Meadows' character is really good, funny. I like that. The rest of the new characters, I could do without them. There was Cultural Appropriation Man.
Ew. That's racist.
There was, I don't know, Sexy Latina Girl.
She's so fine, she done pissing me off. How are you that fine?
The action is also really good. I mean, James Gunn's movies always have these action scenes that feel very practical, and that's what I love most about Peacemaker. A lot of the filmmaking in the show feels like it's on a budget, and I mean that in a good way. It just feels raw, and it feels real, and I really enjoy a TV show that doesn't need huge spectacle to win audiences over. That's what I like the most about Season 1. Season 2 certainly goes a little harder, but it still feels like a follow-up to the first season. There's a lot to like about this season of Peacemaker. Don't get me wrong, James Gunn, he rarely misses. But there is a massive problem, nay, a huge problem. No, wait. No, many problems is what I meant to say. There's many. One thing is that this season has horrible pacing. Some episodes are only 30 minutes long, and there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes episodes feel like they could have been put together to tell a more cohesive story. Instead, they kind of just go, oh, here's the end and see what happens next week. This is a good way to keep people watching, but it also feels like sometimes you could have just made 2 episodes into one and told something more satisfying while keeping it intriguing enough to keep people watching. Also, just in case you didn't know, this show completely assassinates the character of Rick Flag Sr. Here's a hot take. I already really don't like Frank Grillo, but when his character showed up in Creature Commandos and Superman, he was like likable enough that I thought, yeah, I'd be down to see more of him, I guess. But yeah, now this show, he's just straight up the villain.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't regret it.
He just turns into a less smart Lex Luthor, I guess. I get that he hates Peacemaker because Peacemaker killed his son, but to do what he does at the end of the season, it really just doesn't add up. James Gunn wants to make another season of Creature Commandos, but like, how are you gonna do that when Rick is literally the main character of that show? To me, he is now the most irritating character in the DCU. He also sleeps with the hot cyborg Latina, who gets horny when he illegally beats the shit out of Peacemaker. But then she realizes that him just blindly letting everyone die while they explore the multiverse might be going too far. But the thing is, guys, that when she thinks, maybe Rick Flag's a little evil. Like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this shit with him. Maybe he might be killing people at his own benefit. See, when she has this realization, she still sleeps with them, guys. Like, there's no way this guy is getting this much play. I mean, he looks like a hairy foreskin. I think as a villain, he's really great at being unlikable. But as a character that was introduced, like, what, mere months ago as this hero, that's character assassination. Like, why? Why'd you do that? Now, what was the point of that? I think that although the Nazi dimension is pretty interesting, it really ended strangely. Like, James Gunn set it up like some of these characters might show up again. That's kind of cool. Recently, though, he said that he doesn't even know if he's going to do season 3 of this show. That kind of sucks because this doesn't really feel like the ending that this show deserves. I don't know, it's kind of hard to talk about this show because I used to love it so much. And in fact, I wrote a lot of this review as the show was still premiering, and a lot of it was very positive. By the time that finale aired, it changed my perspective completely. I'm feeling a little let down. As that guy once said in that movie when he screams it, I'm feeling disappointed! It's hard to make a perfect season of TV. And this season of Peacemaker was really, really, really close. It's almost annoying to see that they missed the landing this hard. I mean, this has happened with other shows like WandaVision. I just can't stand when the vision is there, but they fumble the ball so hard. And then in WandaVision, the vision is there, and then he turns white, and then he's gone. Where's he been? That was like 4 years ago. I think James Gunn needs to get off Twitter, or X, or what's the other one? Threads? He needs to get off social media. For weeks, this man has been hyping up the finale like it was Godfather Part 2. He was saying there were cameos and amazing scenes and writing, and wow, I was excited for it. But nothing really happened in that finale. I like how they used the money from Vigilante to start Checkmate. That's kind of cool. But other than that, I mean, not much really happens, guys. Oh, and that cameo, by the way, it was just Foxy Shazam, the people who sing the intro song. And don't get me wrong, that's definitely cool, but that would be like me hyping up this video saying that there was going to be a great cameo, and then fucking Dean Cain shows up. Like, who the fuck wants to see Dean Cain? The motherfucker's irrelevant. Sometimes I think the best thing for creators, especially ones who make TV, is to let people enjoy the whole thing first, then discuss some of the stuff that you were excited for. Yeah, you should definitely promote it, obviously, but you can do that without raising expectations to this unmeasurable level. My dilemma now is, do I give this show a lower rating because of one bad episode? I think normally the answer would be no. but in this case, the episode is one that literally needs to end the entire storyline. And now looking at it, I might say, yeah, maybe I do let this rating go down a little bit. James Gunn is a great storyteller, but this show and this season specifically feels like setup to stuff that doesn't actually know what he's gonna do with. It's got the Iron Man 2 problem. I spit all over my screen. It's got the Iron Man 2 problem, but where with Iron Man 2, they really kind of knew what they were gonna do after that one. James Gunn doesn't really feel like he knows what's gonna happen after Peacemaker Season 2. You would think that the next thing would be to set up Man of Tomorrow or it's Supergirl, but he said that the ending of Peacemaker would not be resolved in these movies.
All right, next tape. Hey, wait a minute, what happened? What happens next? Come on, let's see the next episode.
So Peacemaker's stuck in an interdimensional jail, and we don't actually know when he's gonna get out. I mean, they could make Peacemaker Season 3, and they could answer all those questions I have, but James Gunn just said he might not make Season 3. So what the fuck happens next? This so-called 10-year plan they have at DC doesn't really feel like a 10-year plan, more like a 10-year improv. Don't get me wrong, I can see how this plot can be used in other stories for sure, but James, you still need to finish this story. I think leaving Peacemaker on this huge cliffhanger was his biggest mistake, because now it feels like Peacemaker's story, which I really was enjoying up to this point, isn't over. It feels like it's in limbo. He almost got the perfect ending just to have it ruined for some stupid setup. But I guess the cinematic universe comes first, doesn't it? I'm going to give Peacemaker Season 2 a 7.5 out of 10. It would be way higher if the finale didn't fumble this hard. And not to mention there were things like its pacing throughout the whole season that kind of irked me a little bit, and normally I could look past that, but with this ending, I'm done. Like, it's so disappointing. I've never been left this mad at an ending of a season of TV before. This whole thing was just really, really, really good until it wasn't. Thanks for watching, guys. Go kiss your wife and children and tell your mom I said hi and that I need my jacket back. James Gunn, if you're listening or watching, I really hope that Supergirl is good. I'm very excited for it. I hope Man of Tomorrow is really good too. And that Lantern show, that better be good, buddy, because I'm excited for that one too. Sorry, bro, you gotta stay off threads is my main thing, I think. Go to that corner. James, you're on timeout. Anyways, guys, remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay sexy. Okay, bye.
Reach this fuck, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. Reach this fuck, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Now my name's on through control. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Just like that, I'm on the road.